Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, May 24th, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the Forex economic calendar. Trade balance data from the New Zealand had been published overnight and deeply disappointed the market participants as they shrink from 475 million to 91 million. National core CPI from Japan is in line with the expectations, so it drops from 2.6% to 2.2%. We are waiting for the core retail sales data from the UK. The market participants expect the retail sales data to drop from 0% to minus 0.5%. The key event of the London session, German GDP data, are scheduled for release at 8 o'clock. And the market participants expect German GDP to increase from minus 0.3% to 0.2%. ECB Schnabel will give a speech at 9 o'clock, and then 9:45 Swiss National Bank Chairman Thomas Jordan will give a speech as well. Then we got a speech from German Buba Mauder, and then we got a speech from German Buba President Nagel. Core durable good orders are scheduled for release at 2:30. Of course, this data are from the US, and the core durable good orders are expected to drop from 0.2% to 0.1%. Core retail sales and retail sales together with the manufacturing sales from Canada are scheduled for release at 2:30. And then we got the Fed Wheeler speech at 5:35 and at 3:35, exactly at 4 o'clock. We got the Michigan one-year expectation, inflation expectation, consumer expectation, and consumer sentiment. Data scheduled for release. Atlanta Fed GDP now is scheduled for release at 4:30. And at the end of the day, we got the US Barker Hughes oil recount and the total recount. This data will be available at 7 o'clock. So not too many important data scheduled for release, but everyone will find something for themselves because of the German GDP data. Let's take a look at the euro-dollar first. Euro-dollar is coming off the levels above the 1.08. Recent local high is 1.0862. We went down towards 1.0806, and we are testing the 100 periods moving average right now. So please expect some sort of the either bounce higher or a drop even lower because of the German GDP data. Momentum is negative, momentum is weak, and the bears are in charge of the market. Possibly we might be going down towards the level of 1.0795, 1.0792. If this support is violated, then the big area, relatively big area, located in between the levels of 1.0754, 1.0741 would be tested. And please notice that there is an orange trend line here, just below this support zone. So bearish pressure on the euro dollar. What is going on cable? The same situation on the cable. So it looks like our 5-wave impulsive structure had been completed as expected, and now the bearish divergence took place. We are below the level of 50 already, 46 points only. So we are testing the level of 1.2690. Right now, this is the technical support. If this one is violated, next technical support is 1.2664, 1.2633, 1.2625, and 1.2609. So in between those last levels, we got the 100 periods moving average. So that will be additional support, and with this kind of a momentum, we got plenty of plays to the downside. However, there are some support, so road to the downside might be bumpy, but there is definitely plenty of space to the downside on the RSI. So the momentum might drop strongly to the downside anytime soon. The intraday technical resistance is located at the level of 1.2699. Because there are some data from the Canada, let's take a look at the Canadian dollar, and the reason for that is, let me just switch to daily. the breakout. So what we have here, this trend line, as you can see, oh sorry, wrong wrong buttons. This trend line here from that high had been violated, so let me just place this line here for you guys. This is of course the technical resistance. Okay, so that's the first one. Let me just place another one, and we got two most important technical resistances covered. There you go, 1.3850, 1.3781. We have a very nice breakout above the trend line, and of course the market bounces from the lows below the level of 50 back up, and now the market is at the level of 59.20. So very nice movement of the momentum. There's a room to the upside here. There's a room towards 1.3782 here. So what is going on the lower time frame chart? It looks like the market wants to go higher, and they want to test the technical resistance level. The first one would be, let me just place this exactly here. The first one will be 1.3761, 1.3779, and then 1.3845. So that's the outlook for the US dollar to the Canadian dollar. Please be aware of the fact that we are just hitting the extremely overbought conditions, so we might see some kind of a consolidation or a pullback, but otherwise the outlook is bullish, of course, because of the data from the US. Let's take a look at gold, and gold is going down because of the bearish divergence. Let me just take a look at the daily time frame chart. There you go. So we got this bearish divergence here. We got the new swing high at 2449 here. So there is a clear bearish divergence. We have a pin bar at the top of the move. Well, it all means that it's a time to take some profits off the table on gold. Gold is weakening. We went down. Let me just mark the technical resistance. If I'm here, there you go. That's the technical resistance, and maybe I will mark the all-time high, 2400 and 2449. So we got the spin bar-ish candle here, confirmation extension down to 2326, and even 2324 has been made today, as we hit the level of 50 on the daily time frame chart of the gold, which means on the RSI, which means now the market is has hit the neutral conditions. And some bounce might be expected. Nevertheless, it all depends on the bearish pressure. We got this very, very clever technical supports here, so it looks like maybe, just maybe, we will have some nice demand here of this zone, 2276, and the top is 2290. So it's roughly, let's say, $15 of the zone of this demand zone. Let me just make it with the rectangle so we know what is going on here. I'm talking about this zone here. Okay, let me just move it. There you go, and then fill up with green. So that's the supply zone. Looks quite strong for the gold, but the last 3 days had been down, basically. Yeah, we got very, very big and nice red candles. Nevertheless, it still doesn't mean that the market will not bounce and make another higher high. We are just trying to resolve the bearish divergence, hit the neutral level. Now there is a room to the downside, of course. There is a room to the downside here, so possibly 2276 level will be tested soon on gold. And last but not least, the almighty Bitcoin. Daily time frame chart of the Bitcoin is showing us, as you can see, deterioration, further deterioration for the wave 4. So again, it might look like a rally, but if we just break this level here, let me make it thicker. and maybe that's, there you go, the top for the wave 1. So if the wave 4 will overlap the top of the wave 1, this scenario is invalidated, bad for bulls. Why? Because we got only, instead of 1 2 3 4 5, we got wave A, wave B, wave C, which means corrective cycle. So bulls needs to rally. Bulls needs to rally now. They cannot stay on this level. They cannot give up. Basically, there is a room to the upside here on the RSI. The RSI is quite strong, 55 points, but it is not what we expect from the Bitcoin. We've made the low at 66,261. We need to get back above the level of 70,000. Otherwise, this scenario will be invalidated. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.